Hey, college and career success, welcome to your last assignment video ever. So we are in week 16, depending on when you're watching this. You might be watching it when I opened the course early. So just as a reminder, week 16 does end on a Friday. So that's a little different than what we're used to. So this coming Friday, December 15th, is when our course will close. So that means, of course, you need to make sure that you have submitted your workshop certificate attendance so that I can enter those grades in. Also, during week 16, you will see week 4 reopen Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So you've already had a chance to make up work in weeks 1, 2, and 3. This week, week 4 will be open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for anyone who needs to make up anything from week 4, which covered textbook chapter 3. All right, so let's go ahead and hop down to week 16. This is about chapter 12. So if you haven't already, go ahead and make sure you spend some time in the chapter 12 lecture video, which covers the content. And it talks a little bit more about, and I know we've touched on this already, but like your career, knowing information about your different career plans and programs, what you're going to do and what it's going to look like when you're in the job market. So when we hop into week 16, this is going to look very similar. You have a discussion board that you have to post your original response by Wednesday for attendance points. Now the difference is you have to respond to 2 classmates by Friday. You have a chapter 12 assignment and a chapter 12 quiz, both due by Friday. And then your student workshop assignment if you have not already turned it in. So again, I'm going to keep hammering home the fact that our course ends on a Friday. So let's go ahead and take a look at each of these a little bit more in depth. Here is your prompt for your discussion forum. It says, what are the trends in your career? What jobs will be available and how much will they pay? What skills are most needed in the job market? So I believe we've looked at some of these resources before. I'm going to remind you where you could go to get this information. And this is in your textbook as well. It talks about some of these places you can look. One of the places is the bls.gov. So when you get to this site, upper right-hand corner, I'm just going to use physical therapy as my example. You type in your major, and then you find the one that looks like it's going to fit what you're currently going into the best. Most of them are going to look very similar to this page right here. And it's going to give you like a quick snapshot, what they do, the places that they could anticipate working, the kind of education and training needed, license, registrations, how much money on average these people are making, what is the job outlook. So again, if you look, the questions, what are the trends? How much, how many jobs will be available? How much will they pay? What are the skills? This site really goes through all of this. Job outlook, it gives you a percent change, how much growth is in the field. Here's your pay. Here's all of the information you need to know, like skills and how to become one. So the bls.gov is a great resource for this. I will also say that another potential resource is the ONET online right here. I'll use physical therapy again. Do assistant. And just so you can see, like it has a lot of information. Just this one is sometimes a little bit more overwhelming because it has just so much. But you can look, 5 of 21 displayed, and you can collapse and uncollapse these. Lots of information about where they're going to work. And then it has kind of like the credentials, the skills. So again, everything you need to know to answer this question. The last place is our Stark State homepage down at the bottom, Career Coach. When you get here, you can go right to careers and you can browse different careers. You can also just search right up here. And you can search. Here's this. And this is another, I think it's nice and clean, like, very quick overview, some tasks, education, wages, the employment outlook. So people who have posted jobs, similar careers. So those 3 resources are great for this question. What are the trends? Meaning, like, is it a growing field? Is it a declining field? What jobs will be available? How much will they pay? And then what skills are needed most. So go ahead and respond to that by Wednesday for your weekly attendance. Respond to 2 classmates by Friday. If you have any trouble finding that information, please reach out and let me know. But again, please rely on this bls.gov, the ONET online, and or Career Coach. All 3 of those are great resources for that. All right, the second thing is what I love to do. So you're going to open this, and it has in here, make sure you check out my video for extra credit. Right? So when you open it, it's right here. Now there are 15 slots. That's a lot, to be honest. So here's where the extra credit comes in. If you fill out all 15, you're gonna get some extra credit. For just minimum, fill out 10. So you can see you're kind of thinking about activities that you like to do that could potentially be turned into what you would call like maybe a side hustle. So this one, kind of humorous, take naps. You could be a mattress tester. It could help others by finding a good mattress. Maybe reading is something you love to do. How you can make a living doing it, maybe a book critic. How does that help people? Well, it helps them by selecting books that they like to read. Maybe you like to drive. You could be an Uber driver. How does that help people get into their destinations? So kind of go through and make sure that you list all 10, 15 if you want extra credit. And then at the bottom, make sure that you answer this question. What surprises you the most from the list and what excites you the most? And you can do that right inside this create submission area. So once you fill this out, make sure you save it with your changes, upload it into the upload files, and then answer those 2 questions down there. Again, the extra credit opportunity is built in if you fill the entire thing out. And then lastly, your chapter 12 quiz, last one of the semester. Just a reminder, all answers are 2 to 5 complete sentences. Question 1, how can you use your experience to gain knowledge, skills, and abilities that are going to help you in your field when you graduate? So just basically talk about how college is going to assist you in that career choice. Question 2, what campus resources and activities could you support your career exploration? And list 2 of those resources. A great place to go for that would be back here. We're going to go to the Start State homepage. Info for current students. And here are a bunch of different student clubs. So you can peruse through there and see if there's anything that matches your career interest. And then you can also just take a look at the other things that we have going on around campus, all the other resources that you might potentially use. So think about 2 resources or activities and how they can be beneficial. Question 3 asks about how you can network, how you can get the skills needed to have a successful networking event that is inside our chapters. Make sure you check out my lecture video or the chapter itself. Question 4 wants you to assess your critical thinking, teamwork, professionalism, and communication. And then which one of those do you have a strength in? How did you develop it? What's a weakness in any of those? And how can you improve upon it? And then question 5 focuses specifically on volunteering while in college and if you think it's valuable or not. All right, when you're done with that, make sure you submit that. And again, a quick recap. Due by Wednesday for attendance is your Chapter 12 post. Respond to 2 classmates by Friday. Your Chapter 12 assignment and your Chapter 12 quiz are both due by Friday as well. And make sure you submit that student workshop assignment. All right, so again, our course closes on Friday, December 15th, so make sure you have all of that submitted. I hope you all had a great semester. Please get a chance to fill out the course evaluation over here in my survey dashboard. If you ever need anything while you're here at Sark State, feel free to reach out. Have a great break.